All right, welcome back to Sports Wrap here, along with Ron Futrell. I'm Chris Matthews. Now less than 10 months away from one of the world's biggest events that's going to happen right in the heart of Las Vegas, and we're talking about the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
Yeah, the Formula One race will happen on the Strip, and crews are hard at work in nearby areas to get ready. This is the 40-acre lot that will hold the nerve centers for the race. It's at the corner of Koval and Harmon. The main paddock, or the garage area, is going to be there. Drivers' pits, a spectator area, the start-finish line. The owners will be there during the race. Now, the Formula One offices will also be in the site.
Oh, and the rich people will be there during the race.
Oh, that's going to be ground zero. They're going to love it. The main building is longer than 3 football fields. It's going to be 4 stories tall. It's 1,000 feet long. Wow.
Yeah, well, the race will take place at night. A 10 p.m. start Saturday, November 18th. Now, they want to capture that massive European TV audience with a Sunday morning TV broadcast. Of course, the 3.8-mile-long stretch. Drivers will hit speeds upwards of 200 miles an hour. I mean, of all the events that we've covered, Ron, we've been here for a while, this is one that I am really, really excited about. Really excited about.
We could have no bigger event in Las Vegas. Now, I know the Super Bowl coming February next year.
I think this is bigger.
For a U.S. event,
yes.
But worldwide, this is the biggest worldwide event we could have here. The Olympics ain't coming here. Okay, not the summer games, certainly, not the winter. Now, as we look ahead to the race here in Las Vegas, let's meet one of the voices of the sport. I recently talked with announcer David Croft. Crofty is his nickname. Turns out he actually he landed this spot after a trip to Las Vegas. Here he is.
Lights out, away we go. Hamilton gets away well, and he's getting towards Max Verstappen.
I'm not quite sure I've got the words to describe it yet, but give me a year and a week, I will do. I promise. The fact is, in just over a year's time, 20 cars are going to head off that way and are going to do the best tourist tour of the Las Vegas Strip at 215 miles an hour top speed. 3.8 mile track. This is where Formula One should be. Yeah, Formula One, to me, is the best, most wonderful, sexiest sport on the planet. And we're better to show off just how good it can be than somewhere like Vegas, which appreciates glitz, glamour, sexiness, bigger and better than anything else. I am so excited. And on a personal level, I'm really excited as well, because back in 2005, in a bar in Vegas, my Formula One adventure started.
What?
I was actually talking...
Which bar, do you remember?
The Excalibur.
Okay.
The Excalibur bar, on the way back to the Luxor. And I was talking to a very good friend of mine who was the producer for the BBC radio of Formula One. And I was working in BBC Radio at the time, and he said, "You should be an F1 commentator. You love the sport. Come and do it." And I said, "Jason, it's 2 in the morning. We can't have these sort of conversations." And he said, No. We need a commentator. You should be the man." And he repeated it at breakfast the next morning, and I auditioned, got the gig, and 17 years later, still going strong and still loving every second of it. So if it wasn't for the Excalibur bar and a chance conversation in Vegas, I might not be doing what I'm doing today. So that doubles the excitement for me being here, calling, lights out and away we go on the Vegas Strip.
What's that first corner going to be like as you go down here behind you now? There's always mayhem in the first turn.
Yeah, well, we like mayhem. We like mayhem. We like the track that narrows into a hairpin and then swings to the right once again. There'll be a great amphitheatre there where the fans can get a brilliant view of the first, not just the first corner, but the first 3 corners. I can't wait for it. I've done 325 races now as a Formula One commentator. And every year something new, something that we don't expect has come forward and has captured our imaginations and has given me something brilliant to narrate. And this is just the latest in a long line of wonderful staging posts for a Formula One World Championship, which just gets bigger and better year by year.
Can we get a lights out and away we go?
Okay. Well, we're here on the Strip. It's the middle of the day, so when we come back, it's going to be night time. The whole place is going to be illuminated. 20 cars will be on the grid, lining up with those 5 lights ahead of them, and at some stage, it'll be lights out, and away we go.
From Crofty, there he is. Oh, by the way, big day with Formula One tomorrow. Stefano Domenicali is in Las Vegas tonight, actually, as we speak. He's going to speak at Preview tomorrow, along with Renee Wilm, who is the Chief Analyst Officer for the Formula One here in Las Vegas. So they're going to be talking tomorrow. We'll have more on that on 8 News Now. November, by the way, will be the start of a busy stretch for our city, because shortly after that, just a few months after that, oh, by the way, is that Super Bowl game.